Last episode, KinTheRed completed Monkey Madness 1 and obtained the Dragon Scimitar, a huge upgrade for the account. This episode is spread out over 2 weeks and you'll see why later. My goals were simple: grind out some Slayer tasks to make strides towards my in-game goals, complete the Fremennik trials to open the door to its follow-up quests, such as the Fremennik Isles, and towards the end, to have some fun on the account. The last of which seems to have fallen to the wayside lately in pursuit of other things. As you'll know, I had some hellhounds to dispatch up from the last episode and AFK'd them until I ran out of bone arrows with just a few to go. Shieldar assigned me Iron Dragons next, which I immediately skipped with the little points I had. This saw me at Fire Giants, farming a ton of fire runes and rune arrows in the process. A rowdy group of lesser demons in the Chasm of Fire were causing some problems for the locals, so I was assigned them next. I made light work of them and hit 63 magic midway through, meaning I could now charge fire orbs, which I will probably never do. Growing tired of slaying monsters and needing a morale boost, I traveled to the Fremennik province to undergo the Fremennik's traditional rite of passage in Relica. Originally the birthplace of all humans across the continents, the Fremenniks now keep to themselves. After sabotaging a drinking contest, getting up on stage and performing an original piece that was lauded as the Concert of the Century and has since been nominated for several Fremy Awards, and beating up one of the locals, I passed their tests with flying colors and officially became a Fremennik. I sailed to Yatizo to start the Fremennik Isles quest and found out I would need 20 construction to complete it. This led me to completing a few Mahogany Homes contracts to reach the requirement. After helping out around the house where I could and consuming several cups of tea with no potty breaks, I made it to construction level 20. With the lack of prerequisites knocking me out of the zone, I continued yet another Fire Giants task while I contemplated what to do, reaching 61 ranging for my trouble. 61 ranging is a great milestone, unlocking the rune crossbow that I desperately need. However, it's around this time that I noticed a dark cloud looming over me. All of the questing on this account had left me a bit drained. I'm not afraid to admit it, a bout of melancholy has set in. My lust for adventure has left me behind. When I do get the urge to quest, I find myself depleted of energy after one completion. I've traveled through valleys before, and I knew that I just needed a recess for some genuine fun if I wanted to keep working towards my goals. I needed to make a trip back to Wintertide to attempt some burnt pages for my Tome of Fire. This would be a massive magic upgrade once I obtained Ivan's staff, as it gives unlimited fire runes for Ivan's blast. I also wanted to head back to Soul Wars to battle it out for some extra cash. With my plans set, I just needed to go. I started with Wintertide, quickly receding into myself and avoiding eye contact with everyone. After 5 rounds, I decided to roll the dice and open some crates. Burnt pages in the Tome of Fire. This means I now have a huge incentive to complete Underground Pass. I went straight from Wintertide to Soul Wars and had a lot of fun. This game is a go-to for me when I'm feeling low about the grind. I just find it enjoyable and challenging, especially at lower levels. You have to work with your team in ways that aren't always intuitive. A victory actually feels good and makes me want to go another round. Not to mention the fact that PVM grants real experience, meaning I'm able to progress the account in more ways than one. I find it fun figuring out how best to contribute to the team in a given match considering my lower than average stats. When you consider all of the pros that I've just mentioned, and then factor in the rewards, Soul Wars becomes that much more attractive. Look at that guy walking down the lane. Not only the first pet for the account, but my first pet in RuneScape, period, ever. Unless you count kittens. Not to mention the dragon medium helm I unboxed in the same crate that I can't even equip at the time of unboxing. So after 10 days, 2 hours, 55 minutes in Gillinor, after a little under 60 days, here's where we're at. 1 pet down, 1138 total level. Not the most efficient, but I'm having more fun now. Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for another adventure with KinTheRed.
This will be great for the video.